This is magnificent. Labour MP Lisa Nandy gets her backside properly handed to her by Welsh farmer Gareth Wyn-Jones. What Labour are doing to farmers won't even raise much money. It's cruel, heartless, bad for the country, counterproductive, and infinitely stupid. In today's video, we will watch the interaction, whilst also going over all of the latest news from up and down the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. Just a quick one to say we have new Stuck Farmer t-shirts available on our store. Go grab them now. They are available at britishstand.com or check the link in the description. So without further ado, have a watch.
Well, we've got a Cabinet Minister here, Lisa Nandy, feeling utterly betrayed and clearly mentally close to the edge, lots of farmers, because of the situation before you came into government, and now you're going to include many family farm estates in inheritance tax.
Yeah, well, it hurts to hear that, and I genuinely don't, my heart does go out to the gentleman... Gareth in beautiful North Wales there. I have members of my family who are farmers, I have constituents who are farmers, but the reality is what we've done is we've made sure that any inheritance tax up to £1 million will be estates up to £1 million will be protected, with exceptions as well up to £3 million. One of the challenges that we know has existed for farmers, particularly young farmers, is that you've got very wealthy individuals who've bought up large amounts of agricultural land in order to avoid inheritance tax, which has pushed up land prices, which has also increased the pressure on farmers. We're not just taking this decision lightly, but what we are doing alongside that is introducing a new deal for farmers. Part of that is resolving the red tape issues with the EU so that farmers are better protected and supported. We're also introducing schemes across government to make sure that we're using our purchasing power, which is considerable, to support British farming. There are lots of things that we're doing to protect farmers. And I would just say to Gareth, I appreciate I'm not going to win him over on this programme, but do judge us by our actions, judge us by how you feel in 5 years' time.
Well, Gareth, do you want to respond?
I'm judging you by your actions already, with the promises that came and what you've delivered. This is going to be the last nail in the agricultural coffin. This country is going to need farmers once, twice or three times every day. Food security should be at the top. You should be looking at investing into agriculture to build the better Britain on our bellies, making sure the next generation has healthy, nutritional food. But what you're doing is you're going to push people out to the industry. And my family's been on this land for 375 years. It breaks my heart to think that I could be the last generation here. I want to pass this down to my boys and make sure that they can make a living. Right. You're taking that away from me,
Gareth,
and away from thousands of farmers in the United Kingdom.
Before I get Lisa to respond on that final point, particularly shame on you, Gareth, how much support, is there widespread support for this strike that you are joining?
Unbelievable, and it's not just widespread. I've got quite a big social media following, and a lot of people have been on board this morning, and a lot of the general public know there's going to be food inflations around the corner, and the poorer people, the people that Labour should be protecting, are the ones that won't be able to afford the food, because we're going to have to put a 20% hike on our foods.
All right, well,
they have to listen. Yes. They have to listen for once to the people that are on the coalface. Don't do what Margaret Thatcher did to the miners. Protect your farmers going forward. We need you to steer our agricultural sector for food security, to make sure we can feed the poorer people in our society.
All right, Gareth, let Lisa...
Too late.
Right, well, that is a pretty impassioned plea to you there, and shame on you.
It absolutely is. And Gareth, can I just say to you that, first of all, we did introduce a funding in the budget that is the biggest amount of funding ever committed by government for food security and nature, which we think will help significantly. But second of all, I would just say this, that those comments that you alluded to that were made by somebody who was last a Labour advisor when I was a teenager, I think are absolutely abhorrent. I come from a mining community. The damage that Margaret Thatcher did to our community community, willfully and vindictively inflicted on us, we're still dealing with today. We would never seek to visit that on anybody. This is about trying to get our country back on track. We have inherited a difficult situation. You've just heard the opposition spokesperson telling you that he could find £8 billion worth of savings, but nowhere near the £22 billion black hole that we've inherited just in this year alone. We've got to start turning that around. We've got to do it in order to support people like you. And we will listen and we will work with you.
What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. In other news, police have confirmed that multiple illegal migrants have been detained after they escaped a lorry along the M20 on Wednesday morning. A group of 11 suspected migrants was travelling in a lorry along the busy highway when the vehicle suddenly stopped at around 10 a.m. As a result of the chaos, a Peugeot crashed and was subsequently removed from the scene. After the group was found along the hard shoulder, police placed the migrants in a Home Office Immigration Environment facility. One witness described the incident as complete chaos, speaking to the Daily Mail. They said, "I was driving and saw all these migrants running all over the place. It's a miracle they didn't die. How on earth did this happen? It was insane. Where did the lorry come from?" Another individual commented, "They were risking their life in there. They could easily have been run over. God knows how it happened." In response to the incident, a Kent police spokesperson said, "At around 10 a.m. on the 14th of November 2024, officers located 11 suspected migrants on the hard shoulder of the M20 near Junction 4. They have all since been transferred to a Home Office Immigration Enforcement facility in Folkestone. It is reported the migrants had been travelling in a lorry, and inquiries are ongoing to locate this vehicle." This shocking incident has followed Keir Starmer once again declaring his government would smash the gangs which engage in the vile trade of people smuggling. However, since the start of 2024, it has been reported that as of November 11th, 32,900 individuals had made the illegal crossing. This has also marked the deadliest figure for migrants, as more than 50 individuals are recorded to have died in an attempt to make the perilous journey. Lastly, Queen Camilla was overheard making a candid smoking comment after suffering from a chest infection. The Queen, 77, is now on the mend after a nasty chest infection forced her to pull out of several engagements. She missed remembrance events last weekend due to being unwell, but has returned to duties this week. On Wednesday, Camilla met the stars of film and TV during a reception at Buckingham Palace alongside King Charles. During the event, Camilla had the opportunity to have a candid chat with Paddington actress Emily Mortimer. The pair chatted animatedly about Emily's mother, Penelope, who Camilla knows personally. The actress told her, "Penny sends her love." When the monarch inquired about how she was, the actress laughed and said, "Oh, she's still smoking as much as ever." Camilla laughed and said, "Oh, she's still on the fags." Emily asked Camilla, "Oh, have you quit the fags?" To which the Queen replied, "Oh yes, I quit 20 years ago." The actress added, "Well done." Camilla has long had a reputation for being a smoker, as there are pictures of the Queen holding a cigarette in 1997 outside her home, Ray Mill House in Wiltshire. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.